What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here with 90 Day Fiancé Season 9, Episode 17. Damn, we are so close to the tell-all that I know everybody is excited for. But nonetheless, though, let's give a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, every single person that is a member of Patreon, where you can find today's episode of 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 1 Episode 5. Yes, that is right there in the description, Patreon. And also, let's give a big massive shout out to every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to grow on our road to 40k. But nonetheless, though, let's get into this week's episode of 90 Day. Let's just play the damn thing.
It's the morning of the wedding, and I am just feeling, kind of lost with all the Ohio stuff and questioning gender roles and keeping the secret from my parents about the pregnancy. It kind of made me question, if Hope and I are on the same page about our life and where we want our future to go. And last night was awful and emotional. We haven't spoken because we slept at the hotel. I did not sleep very well, and then I woke up not feeling like the best. But I'm upset with the situation, so it sucks. He is truly the best person I've ever been with, so I don't want him to feel some type of way, especially on our wedding day.
Hello?
Hi, babe.
Hello?
I just kind of wanted to call and check in. I just have been thinking a lot about last night. I feel bad that I just came at you the way that I did.
Yeah, that got me worried. We're so close to getting married.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Did Emily hold herself accountable for the first time in how many episodes? Oh yeah, that is 17 episodes in. She finally wants to hold herself accountable. Wow, this is amazing. Damn, I didn't think this day would come, Anyway, let's continue.
She has trust issues.
They're not necessarily towards you, they're just in general. But I'm realizing myself I jump to conclusions really fast, and I need to learn to just talk to you about it and not get upset. Yeah, so I guess, I'm sorry. I just want you to know that I really do love you, and I really do trust you, and I know you have sacrificed so much to be here with Coben and I really cannot wait to marry you.
Oh, what took you so long?
That horrible night's sleep, that's what took me so long.
Yeah, I also understand that every relationship has its ups and downs, but I love you. Just put that in the back of your mind.
I love you.
That's what she thinks about. All she thinks about is, so when are you gonna get me pregnant again? You know what I mean? Because let's be real, these two are prone to have at least 5 babies by within the next couple of years, to be honest with you, because protection ain't nothing but a myth. Kobe doesn't want to be on protection. She don't mind being on protection. Ah man, the stupidity. But anyway, we shall proceed.
All right, I love you. Bye.
Marriage life. After the fight last night, I didn't really think there was going to be a wedding. Emily, her trust issues has grown more and more, but it means a lot to me that, she's acknowledged the fact that, she's overreacting. And I know there are a whole lot of things that, me and Emily, we need to work on. Like the pregnancy thing, you're here hiding, keeping secrets from your parents, and you're talking about, you've been troubling me so much. So, I just pray God that, this marriage or thing that I'm about to embark on turns to be something like a success.
Yeah, not too sure about this audio though. This audio is looking a bit peak, isn't it? It's good and it's bad. But anyway, I picked up what he said. End of the day, he's worried about obviously marrying Emily without their parents knowing that she's pregnant again. But the fact is though, you know what? I mean, to be honest, if I was in this situation, well, first and foremost, I wouldn't get pregnant again. So to be fair, I wouldn't be in this situation. But if I was clumsy enough and stupid enough to do it, Would I tell them before or after the wedding? I mean, they're gonna be pissed at me regardless. Ah, man, I'll tell them after the wedding. Forget, I'll tell them during the wedding. tell them after you get married, when everyone's having a good time, then you tell them, because then they can't overreact. But then they'll hold it in until the next day. Oh no, that's peak. Now, do you know what? Yeah, I'll tell them the next morning of the wedding. Yeah. We'll keep it safe. We can't tell them in the during the wedding, and then it gives them time to marinate overnight. Then they get to think about so many evil things to do to me. You tell them the spot they have to. Yeah. I'll tell them next morning. Yeah. Hopefully they won't be hungover though, because boy, telling someone bad news when they're hungover, ooh-wee. Depending on the person, of course.
They're not coming, are they?
Unless you know something I don't.
No, I don't.
No, I mean, it's, she gave me her best wishes. I said, do you have your blessing? And she was like, I support you if you love her. So I'm like, okay.
That's what your mother says.
Yeah, she's a
practical one.
I don't know. It was okay, but it just wasn't when I wanted them to be here.
I really wish that my mom was here right now with me in Joshua Tree. It definitely feels frustrating, and also I'm just a little bit confused with my parents right now, just that they don't want to attend the wedding, that they don't want to attend the ceremony, and it hurts. And I definitely feel like it would have been a nice addition to have my friend David. That's my boy, that's my bandmate, my best friend. I would have hoped that he could have made it, but Miona and David can't get along. That's why he's not here. That's some bull. So, as much as I know it's been hard for me and him to see eye to eye on this, I wish he would have been there to support me at my wedding.
So basically, he's having a wedding, and two of the most important people to his life are not turning up. This is why planning is key, Jabri. You plan your wedding in advance and give it everyone else time to adjust, and that would be fantastic. And if you treat your friendship with your bestie David properly, maybe he would have turned up too. I wonder if any of the other band members will turn up. Wait, sorry, did I say band members? Wait, it's not really a band, is it? Because they don't really do much. But yeah, either way though, I wonder if any of the willing participants of the group. I'm so mean. Anyway, let me just continue, but this is why planning is so key. You know what I mean? So people can plan around you. My obvious reason is your planning was poor, and David, because you handled the situation with him and Miona completely poor. So that is what it is. But at the same time, if David is your friend, and if he still is your friend at this moment in time, well, he should be turning up regardless of your differences, because that's what a good friend would do. So that one I wouldn't necessarily put fully on Jabri, because obviously, of course, his friend has a part to play in that as well. But hey, taking accountability isn't exactly people's best traits in this show. Yeah.
The view there would be really cool. There's houses, well, nothing really impeding it.
No, it's perfect. Miona, she's got this idea with this rugs and the arch. And
Do you know if Igor's on his way, or?
he hasn't called me or anything.
Igor is a really good friend that I've been through a lot of stuff with, and he's always been there. And he's agreed to pick up an arch for our ceremony and bring it 3 hours from LA to Joshua Tree. So I just hope he makes it in time.
It feels exciting that my wedding day is finally here. Honestly, I never imagined this for my wedding, because I never thought of people getting married in the desert. But I mean, it's kind of pretty similar when you look desert and the beach. It's just that the ocean is missing right there. I compromised on beach wedding, but I'm not willing to compromise on some details that I really wanted. Like, I always imagined to have an arch behind me when we're having the ceremony. I want those pictures next to the arch. I want flowers on the arch. I mean, it gives that symmetry to the photo, and without it, it wouldn't be so special.
I mean, this is like spectacular.
You have literally, they put the arch, which I don't even know what the arch look like, but whatever. You put the rugs down here, boom. We come up here smooth, boom.
I know. It's.
Oh, I gotta write the vows.
You told me you already did that.
I didn't, yeah.
It's crunch time. I haven't tried the suit on. I haven't got these vows written. I'm hoping that my friend Igor shows up. The arch is very important for Miona. Miona seems ready this morning, but she seems like a woman on a mission. Yeah, I'm definitely afraid to get in Miona's way. You don't get in a Serbian woman's way. If you get in a Serbian woman's way, you're gonna end up like them roast pigs. I'm sorry, eating those roasts. You're gonna put me on a skewer, roast my ass.
2 pages, true. That's why I'm marrying your ass.
Okay, write fast.
All right, pressure's on.
Igor is late.
How far is he?
2 hours.
Well, we can go for 3 and be totally ready.
Yeah.
We got an hour of light.
Yeah.
We'll be here by then.
Yeah. Igor is gone above and beyond to pick up the arch today, which I appreciate, but Igor is saying that he's 2 hours away, and I'm not even allowing myself to think about what's gonna happen if the arch don't come. I plan to have our wedding around midday, and I'm trying not to stress out, but I know exactly how I want my wedding to look like. my wedding was always one of the biggest dreams that I had. So like, don't even try to ruin my wedding. Don't and
I counted at least about 3 to 4 times she said my wedding. I thought it was you and Jabri's wedding. This is the issue with this couple, man. Like, they're very self-centered within themselves, you know? Yeah, my wedding. What do you mean? Don't you mean our wedding? Bruh. I wouldn't get married to someone who keeps calling it my wedding. I'll be like, no, I think you mean our wedding. That's the whole idea of a relationship? My. Nah. Cancel the wedding, Jibri. What are you doing? Don't waste time with someone that makes everything about themselves. Jesus. Anyway, yeah. And let's not forget, she was only going to stay if only if she got her wedding. It was never our wedding, it was always her wedding. All the signs to not marry Miona was there. And all the signs to not marry Jabri was there too. But really and truly, some people will say these two will deserve each other. But then some people will say that they shouldn't be together because it's prone for disaster in the future. Which I'm expecting to happen, to be fair with you. But hey, we'll see.
that's not a good look. Hope it's not gonna be too late with just like life. We just gotta play it by ear. Yeah.
Eu não concordo com esse casamento seu, Zé. Correto? Não.
Okay.
Pessoas dos Estados Unidos, você tem que arrumar uma pessoa daí, entendeu? E ela arrumar uma pessoa daqui. Aí vai arrumar você muito longe aí. Como é que ela não quer isso?
Eu acho porque amor é muito difícil para entender. Eu não imaginei, antes disso, eu vou casar com um brasileiro. Mas, quando eu encontrar ela, eu posso parar, tentar ficar com ela.
Que amor, você não sabe de onde é que tá o amor. Tipo assim, não tem lugar.
Exatamente.
É porque é muito lógico, fosse sorte. Eu não sei o que capaz vai passar por mim, eu não tô na presença daqui, não, que é diferente. Eu só via 2, 3 vezes, moça, 3 vezes, só 4 vezes. Ninguém tem que estar feliz.
I definitely dropped the ball with Thais's dad. I could have tried to make a better effort building a relationship. So, really, the only thing I'm looking to gain for this call is her father's respect. But at this point, it seems like that's not going to happen. Eu quero você saber, eu sempre vai cuidar ela, que eu amo ela muito. E nós sempre vai botar mantos claros todos os anos.
Ele já quer, mas a vontade é dela, entendeu? Ele fica um pé na frente e outro atrás.
Sim, eu sei. Eu sei.
Mas eu espero que você não contar confiança, entendeu?
Eu espero você tem mais confiança em mim, em nosso casamento. Um dia, eu acho que nós vamos ter isso, assim. Pensam.
Eu espero que você não me decepcione, certo?
Claro. Só nós podemos conversar mais, ok?
Tá, de homem pra homem, olho a olho?
Sim.
Não, tá bom.
Então tá.
Ok, close. Tchau.
Ai, te amo, beijo.
O que você acha? Você...
Obrigada pela sua paciência, que respeita. Que bom que você entendeu e soube conversar, você manteve a postura, sabe, o tempo todo, com educação o tempo todo. Parabéns.
Claro.
Pra mim, não é só sobre ter a bênção do meu pai, porque eu sempre soube que ele não gostava da minha relação com o Patrick. Agora ele caiu a ficha dele, né? Ele percebeu que eu tô indo me casar, que eu não sou mais uma menina. Tem que aceitar.
Well, I guess they got their approval. Man, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Because to be honest with you, me, myself in particular, my man, well, first of all, your daughter wasn't telling you everything. She wasn't being transparent in any kind of way. She's now obviously ended. Actually, do you know what? Nah. Let me take that back. I was gonna say that the fact is Patrick had no idea that the dad didn't know that she was in America. To be fair, so yeah, the only thing he could have done differently was trying to have a better relationship with the father, like way back, like over the last 2 years when he was traveling back and forth to Brazil. To be fair with you, but everything else is pretty much on Thais, but not being transparent with her father. So I think they've both been lucky that the father has decided to, change his mind to a certain degree. But at the end of the day, if Patrick had made a better effort, and if Thais had obviously spoken up as well earlier, these things would have been solved. But at the same time, if Patrick had made a better effort with the dad over the last 2 years of him traveling back and forth, well then Thais probably would have never had to have been in a situation where she ended up lying to her dad that she was going to America to then come back. So it's just one of the situations where a lot of things could have been avoided. Patrick had a good relationship with the father. Dice's line would have been avoided. But because he didn't, Dice telling the truth to her father in the get-go would have also avoided the situation. Like there's it's just unnecessary, messy nonsense, isn't it? But anyway, let's continue.
You know, I feel like, and I understand, you know, with all the circumstances that we had, with just having the 90 days and, you know, waiting to tell them. I think for our relationship, it's better for us to, you know, when we have problems, to not push them away and to.
I don't leave. I'll leave. While it was still here, you should go.
So, you still want to get married?
Yes.
Trauma.
Yeah, okay.
It feels like a little victory that her dad trusts me to take care of her. Our wedding is tomorrow, and even though we don't have his blessing, this is a step in the right direction.
Meu Deus.
I read the changes to the prenup yesterday, and Bilal did put in what I asked. So we both signed it, but of course, I do have lingering feelings about it.
Wow, wedding day, prenup, still conversation. Wow. What a way to get married. Still thinking about the prenup. What a relationship. Yeah. Don't forget to like the video, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel too, okay? And remember, 90 Day Fiancé UK, episode 5, season 1, Patreon down below. Let's continue, yeah. That's more, what I just said is more exciting than their whole relationship, this whole season. Remember that.
Both signed it, but of course, I do have lingering feelings about it. I love Bilal, but being married to him will not always be easy. I want us to get along more, less bickering, less fighting, more in love. My concern for the future is he is not as enthusiastic to start a family as I am. It worries me. But Bilal is not my boyfriend. We already did a nika. We made a vow to each other in the sight of God. And I sacrificed so much to come across to America to be with him. And that puts immense pressure on me to make this relationship work.
Like, what the? So, after all of that, you're still getting married? Even though there's like massive things you're unsure about. Things that not even been. Wow. My head is puzzled and it's hurting to process why she's still getting married, even though she expects the wedding to be, the marriage to be challenging. Listen, like I said before, 90 Day Fiancé UK out on Patreon tonight. You know what I mean? Today, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah. Come join us. Yeah, this right here is bullcrap. Like the video, subscribe. Let's get into it.
You know, I think you're never going to be like 100% know like everything about a person, and that takes, I think, like years and sometimes even a lifetime, to do. I think if that core is there, that foundation, then you can build on that. I think that's for sure, definitely there. We've experienced all these last 90 days. If we didn't think that it was if it was worth it, so we're looking forward to, I think, our happy ever after.
Sorry, but what relationship has he been in the last 90 days? He's saying after the experience of the 90 days, it's definitely worth it. I guess I must have been watching a whole different relationship then. Because what relation you was watching or you was experiencing, boy, it definitely wasn't on the same channel that I was watching it on, you know what I'm saying? Boy, okay, whatever you say, Bilal. Despite the fact that everything they said before that is true, that even when you marry someone, there's still plenty more things to get to know about someone. Every single day that goes by, we learn new things about our partners, about our friends, you know what I mean? And that's the whole idea of life in general, learning about each other and also growing with each other, So there is truth within what he's saying, but him saying that their relationship after the 90 days is worthy of a marriage? The guy that was stressing about... I don't even want to say the P word anymore. I just want to ban that out of my vocabulary for this moment in time. At least when it comes to these two. But okay, whatever. Let's continue.
But it's always been stressful knowing that Emily's pregnant and David doesn't know.
Very handsome. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
But Emily, she kept his.
I have no idea what that sound was, but boy, this recording is moving mad. Just want to put it out there that it has nothing to do with me, but let's continue anyway. Okay, let's go.
Insisting that you have to keep it a secret till after the wedding. So
You happy?
yeah, I'm happy. Like,
I mean, you feeling good?
no, I'm feeling good. I'm okay. I'm so honored. Not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be fine. I'm positive.
I'm all for it. Kind of hit me this morning that Emily's getting married. So it's a big deal because I had a lot of serious doubts before Kobe came to America. But he sent me a letter telling me how much he loved Emily and that, he wanted my permission to marry her. And I wrote him a letter back saying it's important for him now to step up to the plate and take care of things. Well, you remember the first letter you sent me with asking permission?
Yeah, I
very,
remember
very
that
classy.
letter.
Yeah. You remember my response?
I remember everything. So sometimes I go through
Here,
that.
I'm going to give you this.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, it's your job now. So that's for you, Emily, and Coben. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, it's your job now.
So like, they're having this touchy moment, and as cute as it should be, it's the moment that you realize that like Kobe has to tell Emily's dad that they've got another baby coming on the way, and all this sentiment stuff is gonna go straight out the freaking window. The way the dad was like, it's on you now, Emily Coben. Anyway, let me just stop my giggles. Let's continue.
So that's for you, Emily, and Coben. You take charge and gotta head them in the right direction. So,
I appreciate it so much.
all right, man. All right. I love you like a son. So, it's gonna be a good day. I gave Kobe something personal that I wanted him to have. That would remind him of what my letter said to him. It's a really beautiful thing.
I appreciate it so much.
That's personal. That's personal, you and me. So,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're ready for the big day. Oh, man. You all right?
Yeah, it's not easy, I do respect her father so much, and it really hurts not telling him about the pregnancy, because right now, I feel like he trusts me so much.
I mean, listen, bruh. You gotta make a choice here. It's either you tell the father or you don't tell the father. Now you respect Emily's wishes. If you ask me personally, I think you should respect Emily's wishes, to be honest with you. Because you see, the father's annoyance is only going to be temporarily. Emily's annoyance is probably going to be a whole lot worse. Because that means you would have broke trust more than once. She was already annoyed with you because you told Temperature that she was pregnant when you wasn't supposed to. You tell the father after her wishes and this as well. And she's already been stressing about and moaning about trust. It's not looking good. But at the same time, whilst Kobe's there trying to look like a saint, like this person, well, the reality is that he should have never got her pregnant twice. That could have been prevented, but he did nothing to prevent it. He said, I'll pull out. Fool. Such an emotional time, but I can only help but laugh because I do not feel sorry for you in any kind of way, because you put yourself in this baloopa. But yeah, we'll continue.
And it was by a Russian designer. I was so surprised when I saw it. I fell in love with it immediately. I was like so happy.
Give me over your shoulder, Rihanna. Yeah, like behind you, kind of right there.
My mom and dad, when they had a wedding, I always thought that they just got married in courthouse, and then my dad told me, no, we had it, but the pictures got destroyed. I was like, oh my god, that sounds like the worst nightmare ever. Can you call Jibril? He was going there. Can you call him to do the first look with me here now?
Oh, yes.
I think that it's important to document those important events in your life. I want to have those photos because I want to send them to my parents who are not going to be there, and also for me, for the memory, it's also really important.
Yes.
Raw, man. Miona is way much more self-centered than I could even imagine. I mean, at first I was like, yeah, this girl looks self-centered, but then she wasn't that self-centered throughout the season. She was, but then she wasn't. No, she was, but because Jabri's actions, it made it feel like as if she wasn't that bad. But now, boy, man, the man of me's I'm hearing. Yeah, definitely not my cup of tea. That's all I can say for that. And I don't even like tea. I like herbal tea. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Can I get your number?
That's how you got me.
Wow. Lost in your eyes.
So he's seen her in her wedding dress before they get married. Oh yeah, that's because they're already married at this point, wasn't there? Yeah, they'd already been married. That's why it wasn't that deep for him to see in this.
Wow. Where do we go from?
We're going outside?
Yeah. Just come right here for now. Jabri kind of like kiss her neck and her temple and all of the spots. Yeah, beautiful. Touch your noses together. Kiss her neck, kiss her jaw. Make her
Rah! They're not even married yet and they're already taking the pictures in there. Did I miss something? I know they ain't got married because I didn't see his grandma doing the vows and or doing the, you know, you know how a wedding works. These two already, wow. Everything is just so fake with these two, man. It's all about just the pictures for the gram. Do you know what? I bet if I was to go into the gram right now, I'm gonna see pictures of these two because obviously once the episode airs of certain things, that's when they all start posting. You know, I open the gram and the first thing that I see is flipping Emily breastfeeding. But boy, man, they must be posted these all day. I haven't seen them yet, but they're gonna be. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah. Oh, we know. They are posted. But it's not of the wedding. It's of them in front of an elephant. Some kind of ruckus. But yeah, okay. So they're not married yet, but they're already taking pictures. Okay. They've already seen each other. Okay. Great tradition. Wow. It must be the way. What's that word he used again to call me on it? A millennial something, whatever you call it. That's exactly what these two are. This is nonsense, right? This ain't no wedding. This is ridiculous. What is this? What is this? Can somebody explain, please? Pictures are after the wedding, not before the wedding, or unless you do individual pictures by yourself and your groomsmen or whatever you call them, and the bridesmaids and all that kind of mumbo jumbo. These two haven't even walked out. Oh, so, you know, let me just stop right there. It's just that their storyline gets even more and more fake and worse and worse and worse. This is some absolute bullcrap. What is this? TLC, do better, man. I don't want to see these two on a TLC show again. Get these two out of here, man. And I bet that hairpiece that she's using at the back, I bet that's one of the. I bet she sold it too. I bet that was put in a box. Anyone who's actually buying the wig pieces, whatever you call them, I bet it's ones that she's used over the years. They're not even brand new. What is this nonsense? I'm surprised she's not selling that one as an auction. Oh my god, I sold my hairpiece for 25k. Anyway, I'm losing the plot. Let me just continue, man. Don't forget, 9-Day Fiancé UK out today, okay, on Patreon. Let's get it. Don't forget to like the video. Come on now, let's not mess about. Where am I at? Let's go.
giggle. Bring your hand and hold his cheek really gently with your fingertips. Yeah. Let me go replace my battery real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm tired. I know these photos.
Do you guys know what time it is?
2:15.
Oh gosh.
Today's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. The arch is not here, and we are ready to have this wedding. We are running out of light. Where's Igor? We gotta get it with this arch, man. And there's a neighbor that we ran into off the truck. Yeah, we need to get this arch going, man. We don't have time. I really just want her to be satisfied and happy. An unhappy Miona on her wedding day. You don't want to see that. That's going to be a messy storm. That's going to be messier than it was before we got to Joshua Tree. That's going to be a South Dakota snowstorm.
Please.
I know.
Positive.
Jabri does realize that him being happy on his wedding day is also key. This, you know what I mean? The whole wedding is legit just for her. That's quite sad, to be honest with you. I know obviously predominantly weddings are more for women than they are for men, give or take, depending on who's involved. But him worrying about her being upset, and rather than him worrying about her being upset rather than him enjoying the day, that's a red flag. But we already know that he's already said that if he had a choice, he wouldn't have married her so soon. He would have waited a little bit longer. But hold on a minute. How can you wait to marry someone so soon when you're already married to them though? You know, I've referenced it twice now. Not once, but twice now, okay? These two were already married before this. Watch someone in the comment section say, oh, I don't know why they get married anyway. Did you know that they were already married? Watch someone write because you know how when some people watch your content and they don't actually listen to what you're saying. I've referenced it twice, just so you know. So anyone who says it, I know you're trolling me at this point, or you're just flat out stupid. Okay, like listen, you know what I mean. And also, I made the video. I was the first person. I was the first person on YouTube to create the video about Leona and Jabri already being married. But people want to tell me anyway. Anyway, let's continue. Did you know that these two are already married? I'm doing too much. Let's continue.
Need is the important part.
What?
We have the sky
I know.
and the desert as an arch.
I know.
You know, we can't delay the ceremony. The sun is not going to wait for us. Then she can get married in the dark. And we'll have to get married in here where there's some light. You know, sometimes you don't get everything you want.
Okay.
Look over your shoulder right here. Yeah, perfect.
How you feeling, man?
I'm stressed out because Igor's not here. You know, our parents aren't here. I don't know. It's just really rushed, and it seems like it's, you know,
Perfect. I love this. I'm gonna wait for Jabri to come back so we can get him right in front of you.
hopefully everything's gonna be okay.
This is what happens when you don't plan. Did you know that throughout most of the season, throughout the whole season of 90 Day Fiancé season 9, the most common thing that Jabri's actually said is that I'm stressed out. I'm telling you now, that is the most common thing he has said every single episode. I'm stressed out, stressed out, stressed out, stressed out. Okay, that's nice. What do you want, a medal? This is what happens when you don't plan your life, Mr. Love and Light, living life off the whim, just seeing what happens. Idiot. Plan your life. Be smart. Be wise. Come on.
Yeah, alright, it looks beautiful.
Nós vamos casar. Vou ser feliz. Você pode ficar feliz, ok?
Eu ainda tenho algumas dúvidas sobre casar com Patrick, porque ele vem sido muito controlador e meu pai não quer dar nós a benção pra casar.
Got everything?
Yeah.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Monica is my wedding planner.
Why is anybody getting married this season? Everyone. I got doubts. So why any of you getting married then? This should have been the very first season of 90 Day Fiancé, right? That ended with nobody getting married. Dun dun dun! Cliffhanger. What's gonna happen next when the couples return? Oh no, we wouldn't want that. We definitely wouldn't want that. Oh, dun dun dun! Will we ever get another season of these couples returning to finally tie the knot? If so, which couples do you vote for? Yes. That would be quite appealing to me. I think that would be quite a good selling market. Even though no one would want to see the couples again, it would be interesting to see who they'll bring back to finally tie the knot. But no, instead, all of them proceed to get married. The good thing about them all proceeding to get married and knowing that their relationships are all completely shambolic, it's a better insinuation to say that we won't see them on like happily ever after. But hold on a minute, oops, we're seeing Kimberly and Usman who are not happy on there. Oops, we're seeing Angela and Michael who are there who are not happy. Oops, we're seeing Big Ed and Liz in there who are unhappy. Basically, they're not. It doesn't matter whether the couple is happy or not. We're still going to see them on happily ever after, or see them on the other way, or 90 Day Diaries. Like, you know, TLC just keeps feeding us garbage couples that just aren't happy, and the ones that are happy are just boring as hell. Well, I tell you what. The good thing is, and this is not me actually promoting, this is actually me legit saying, the good news is that the couples that we have so far at this moment in time on 90 Day Fiancé UK are actually couples that we can look at and be like, you know what, this is good TV. In fact, what I will be adding though to Patreon soon as well, I'm actually going to be reviewing. I'm actually going to be reacting to the very first season of 90 Day Fiancé on Patreon soon. So those reactions are actually coming out as well. You know what I mean? Because I think it's time we go back in time to see how 90 Day Fiancé first started in the States, and then compare that one with the current season of 90 Day Fiancé UK to see the coloration, do you know what I mean? And then yeah, so Patreon users, watch out for that. By the way, let's continue with this garbage of shambolic marriages that just shouldn't be happening, because nobody's freaking even happy on the day.
Oh, this is hard. What are you doing, bro? Bro, what are you doing? I'm practicing our dance. What the? Are you being serious? Yeah, I'm 100% serious. Bro, what is this? No
she went out and paid for a Brazilian choreographer to make this dance for us, and it brings like some Brazilian culture to the wedding too. So I'm willing to put my pride down and make sure that I do this dance the best I can for her.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm as ready as the 90 days has like allowed me to be ready.
And everything's good with you guys?
Personally, I'm gonna give him big credit for actually attempting to learn the dance. That's actually quite respectful and quite good. I think that's an amazing thing to do. But yeah, but you can't dance it, so I wouldn't even bother, to be honest with you, Patrick. It's a good thing that you're giving it a shot. I think that's amazing. But boy, I mean, if you want to be, you know what? Do you, bro? Do you, bro? I hold no judgment. Just do you. Well, good on you, son. Good on you. Why did I call you son? Yeah, older than me. Yeah. Anyway, good on you. Good on you. Yeah.
The blessing, he said no.
No way!
Yeah.
Get out of here.
What did she say about that? I mean, she obviously wasn't happy about
I
it.
figured maybe with a heartfelt conversation, you know, you'd just be like,
So you guys did hash it out as weird, basically. I mean, she's here, she's put on her dress.
you know, our father hates my brother. I gotta be honest with you. This is not gonna be easy going for them. God's got a long road ahead of them.
Of course she's, yeah. I mean, of course sad, but I mean, I try to like ease it up by us having another wedding in Brazil eventually.
So I have my doubts, right, about their marriage. I mean, honestly, my biggest fear is this not working out. I don't wish the worst of the worst, you know, and because he doesn't deserve it.
I'm not gonna lie though. I thought that the dad did give the blessing in the end. Well, it is what it is. I guess he didn't, but hey, they get married anyway. Ah, yeah.
There's something that I wanted to tell you. It's heavy, but I have to say this. Not deep in my heart, I really do appreciate everything that you've done, not only for me, raising my son. I knocked off your daughter back in China. You accepted me in your house. I traveled all the way from Africa. I didn't know where I was going to stay. These are things that are very rare, And I just want to say I'm grateful so much. Like, I thank you. My whole family say thank you. Everybody's just so grateful. Well, thanks so much. This connection between me and David, I never had a moment like this with my own father. That's why I want to tell David so much about this pregnancy. But thinking of Emily as well, I feel like if I tell David now, I might betray her trust. You gave up everything to come here. Yeah. I don't think we haven't, thought about that.
I mean, listen, I'm happy he didn't. You see, he made the right choice because you don't want to betray the trust of Emily, okay? Because it's already like a bit off now anyway. So yeah, he made the right choice. Even though I was expecting you to tell him, and for my own entertainment, I'm happy you didn't. You know what I mean? Do the right thing, and that was the right thing to do. Okay, your woman's trust matters more than the father's. That's just my opinion. Okay, in fact, your partner's trust matters more than their parents, because at the end of the day, your partner is now your family, and that is the person that you spend the rest of your life with. That person that you live with, you're making your family with, all that kind of stuff. Okay, the parents, it's good to have them to as a bonus, but hey.
So you're glad to have you part of the family, man. All right.
I don't know if me and David, we're still going to be this close after he finds out. But his action has proven to me that, I belong here. He's my family, like he's my father over here in the United States.
We love you, man.
There's so much we can talk from now till tomorrow. You guys ready?
Oh, man, this guy looking good.
We are gathered here today to give our support as Emily and Kobe unite their love and marriage. You didn't give up, and here we are today. So I'll have you repeat after me. I, Emily, take you, Kobe, to be my husband. I, Emily, take you, Kobe, to be my husband. I, Kobe, take you, Emily.
I, Kobe, take you, Emily.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
For richer, for poorer. To love and cherish always.
To love and cherish always. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you.
Let it be a reminder that I'm always by your side. Will you, Kobe, take this woman from this day forward to be your wife? If so, say I do.
I do.
Will you, Emily, take this man from this day forward to be your husband? If so, say I do. I do. Emily and Kobe, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may not.
Wait, hold on. Let me just ruin it for everyone. Real quick, okay? But, you know, a wedding is meant to be a happy time. It's meant to be a time where everybody's happy for the people to get married. You celebrate everything, okay? But the matter of the fact is this, right? I ain't happy for none of these couples getting married, because none of them should be getting married. It's toxic, it's a waste of time, and literally some of them even proven just be using the others and everything. It's actually shambolic that we can't even watch a season when we sit back, we watch a wedding and we're like, you know what, I'm actually happy for you. I'm watching these weddings thinking, what the hell is wrong with all you fools? I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, I'm happy for you guys. Anyway, for those people that were getting into the wedding, and you was getting all sentimental, you was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Oh, I love what he's wearing. I love what she's wearing. Guess what? Your boy just ruined it for you. Do you know why? Because their weddings are shambolic. Shambolic. Stop feeling soppy. Stop feeling like, oh my God. No. And don't get motivated to get married too, because you might not get married to the wrong person, okay? I'm here to remind you that, okay? Keeping you informed, you know what I'm saying? Watch your step.
Now kiss your bride. It's kind of crazy to think about that Emily's someone's wife now.
Yeah, it's good feeling.
It's exciting. We're married.
Now that the wedding is over, is it time to tell the family your secret?
No.
Yeah, it's just the perfect time.
Not today.
This is something I've been waiting. You know, I've had this. It's really heavy on me. I can continue living in your father's house looking at you.
Just relax. It's gonna be fine. Quit looking at him.
It sounds.
And you won't feel bad.
It sounds easy to you, but I cannot. I mean, please. I just hope you can understand me. You know, we agreed on after the wedding. Like maybe next day I'm going to tell him.
Yo, that producer person, the camera person, done them dirty. Asked them that killer question. I don't know what. The producers did the right thing. They didn't do them dirty. They should have known what was gonna happen next. You know what I mean? Okay. But there you go. This is why I was saying that they should have never got married. They get married and already boom, fireworks. Disagreeing. So like I said before, those people that were sitting all sentimental on that, thinking like, oh my God, this wedding is like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm tearing up. No better. Learn from these fools.
Come on, the sun is going down.
Okay, I'm coming. I just gotta get this.
You gonna sage it?
Oh yeah, we gotta walk with the ancestors with us. Both your ancestors, my ancestors, and the ones that have been on this land way before both of us. It's important. Guide us, man. Guide us in this. Are we ready now?
Okay.
Right here. Take some. This is for us.
I put 1,000 miles on my truck and she's still going. I had to drive her all through the night while the stars were glowing.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm sorry. But I don't even want to watch this wedding. Like, no one's even in attendance, which isn't a bad thing. You know, if you want to elope, you want to elope. You know what I mean? That was the plan. You know, but like the whole thing is just so staged. That's my biggest issue. Like, how many cameramen? I saw 2 or 3 camera people on one side, let alone the other side. So it's all for pics. It's all for the gram. It's all just for exposure. Like, the wedding ain't even about like, hey, let's just have a wedding. Let's just elope. You know, closed doors. No, it's all these pictures and stuff. Like, and listen, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because some people live for that. Okay, they like that, and you know what? All due respect to you, do what you gotta do. But this here just feels so staged, so rushed, so played out. It just feels like a movie set. You know what I mean? It's like there's no real love in the air on their wedding day. There's been no real love throughout the whole season with these two. It's been nothing but just stress and stress, complaints after complaints. And then you get to the wedding day and it's stress after stress, complaints after complaints. And throughout the whole season, do you know what the crazy thing is? Their wedding is the only thing that actually matches who they are off screen. And off screen, all they're about is just the pictures for the gram. Their wedding day, literally pictures for the gram. I mean, listen, do you, whatever works for you, works for you. But this is another point I want to say, man. Like, their wedding, how can anyone sit and just be actually genuinely happy for any of these couples? This is I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. It's just so staged. The fakeness of it. Push. Let's just proceed with the wedding, eh? If that's what you want to call this.
Wrote a song called 1,000 Miles for Fiona, which is a country song, which is a genre that I've never done before, as a testament to how far we've been and how far we're gonna go.
Somebody felt so right. Somebody still feels right.
No, no kissing yet.
Cruising on with my. We put 1,000 miles on that bike, and she kept going.
This is actually me purposely muting the song for copyright purposes, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not your sound.
Okay?
We're ready.
We are together today to unite Fiona and Jabri in the sacred and joyous union of marriage. It is a commitment of honesty as well as adventure. Marriage is a partnership in which both are artists, using wonder, passion, and courage to create the journey of their dreams. I must remind you, though, that the vows you are about to say to one another belong entirely to you.
You, because the entire universe conspired to help me find you. I was always seeing you from time to time until 3 years ago we finally connected. It was meant to be. The universe was leading us to this moment. Wherever life takes us, I will do my best to make that place feel like home. You're one of the kindest souls I ever met, and I'm going to be proud and honored to call you my husband.
Thank you.
Jabri?
You are so much more than meets the eye. That's why I traveled every continent just to hug you. And I would learn every language just to say, I love you. I'm your lantern in the dark. I'm your match that you will spark. I vow to protect you. And most importantly, like my grandmother and my mother taught me, I vow to respect you.
Not yet. Kissing. Do this other stuff first.
That was the most unique wow.
Fiona, do you take Jabri to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, I do.
And Jabri, do you take Fiona to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And now, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you married. You may now kiss as husband and wife.
أزواجا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وأنزلنا من المشررات ماء ثجاجا.
You know, growing up, I would see my parents and just how they interact and the love that they have for each other. At a very young age, I wanted to get married. So, seeing her walk down the stairs in her beautiful wedding dress, it was something that I would cherish and remember for the rest of my life. You all may be seated. We began with Allah's name, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. And in our tradition, we're celebrating what we call a nikah. And the nikah literally means to tie a knot, to bind together. We're going to start with you. In our tradition, we ask these two if they want to accept each other as husband and wife 3 times. If you ask 3 times, you know you're sure. But it also, a tradition, we ask these two if they want to accept each other as husband and wife 3 times. If you ask 3 times, you know you're sure. But it also represents marriage on 3 levels: the mind, the physical aspect, and the soul. So, Sister Shaida, do you take Bilal as your lawful wedded husband under the laws and the principles of Islam and the established practices of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
I do.
Okay, so everybody heard that. She said it once. We're going to do it again. Do you, Shaida, take Bilal
I do.
for the 3rd time to make sure? Because everybody here wants to make sure that you're sure. To bind this thing together. This is your last time. Do you take Bilal to be your lawful wedded husband under the laws of the United States of America, the laws of Islam, and the established practices of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
Yeah. Let's just stop right there. Enough people are like, stop pausing for the wedding, man. We just want to hear this every day. Listen, my man said, okay, you gotta say 3 times. After everything that's gone down, after I would have said yes the 1st time, I would have been really thinking about the 2nd time. And then if I was stupid enough to say yes 2nd time, which you did, Third time, I'll be like, you know what? Nah, I can't do this. I can't do this because you know what? This relationship is way too toxic. We need to stop this right here. Let's bounce. The fact that you have to say it 3 times. Oh boy, I like that though. It means you're 100% certain. I won't lie to you. If this was me, and if I'm gonna get married and I get asked 3 times, I don't know if I'm saying yes on that 3rd time. To be honest with you. Anyway, let's continue with such a lot. It is a beautiful ceremony. I give them that. But whether or not they should be getting married or not, different conversation. But let's get into it.
I do.
All right.
It's been a rocky road when it comes to finding love, and I was never the type of person that wanted to settle. I wanted to wait until I made the right decision with the right person, and to go through so much. Like, this is the man that I've waited for my entire life.
Bilal, do you take Sister Shida to be your lawful wedded wife under the laws of the United States of America?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you accept Sister Shada is your lawful wedded wife?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You, Bilal, do you take Shida to be your lawful wedded wife in the laws of Al-Islam? I do. All right. So we have officially 3 yeses on both sides, and you have me as the officiating of this ceremony to make it official that these 2 now have tied the knot. I's married now.
Wow, they must have overcame all of the obstacles. I remember when they were in Atlanta, and when I dropped them off at the airport, they were really kind of like going through some things. I was wondering if they were really going to make it. The prenup thing was like a really big deal. The baby issue was another thing, and so it's just like a lot.
2, 3.
And so to actually see them up there at the altar and smell.
You want to sign me like marriage license now?
Yeah. So sign it first.
They both seem like really like happy for each other. Ever since she's come to America, she's always been like really kind. And my dad has been like more happy. Yeah, I definitely seen that my dad has been more happy. I feel like she's a great addition to the new household.
Did your brother fall asleep during the ceremony?
No,
He did.
I did not.
He definitely did.
Did they just use the word happy? I have seen no happiness throughout every single episode this season. And the kids are using the word happiness. Damn, man. A lot of people in this relationship, they've been watching the wrong relationship. I ain't seen no happy nowhere. Nada. But okay then, kids.
I was concentrating.
Were you concentrating with your eyes closed?
No, I had my eyes open. Ready?
I do have a gift I would like to give you as well. So this is, it actually has more sentimental. This was something that my father gave my mother. And in Latin, in English it says, I will never give up on you. And on the back it says, and you will never give up on me. So.
The moment I got off the plane, I didn't think I would have made it here. Like, at the airport, yeah. In that truck, nah.
There was definitely a lot of ups and downs for sure, but I'm the type of person though that I'm not a quitter. So I think if this wouldn't have worked, it would have been her giving up versus me giving up.
You see, that's not fair. He always does the things to make me look bad.
Already at it. This is not fair. Guess what? You decided to marry the guy that doesn't make things fair. Anyway, let's proceed. I hope I don't see nothing. I'm just happy I didn't hear the word prenup, to be honest with you. That's the main thing. At this point, they're probably talking about the post-nap. Anyway, let's continue.
We're telling your parents about the baby. All right. And
Oh my god.
We're done with the wedding now, so the next biggest thing that I feel like we should be facing is getting this pregnancy out of the air.
okay.
Are you nervous? I'm nervous. Oh my god. Go do what you were doing. We're coming up.
All right.
I would keep it a secret until they found out on their own. See ya. We did the one thing my parents asked us not to do, so.
I'm supporting you for 6 months, right?
Yep.
All right. But one thing's for sure. You better not get pregnant.
Okay.
I mean,
Fine, we're not gonna have any more kids in this house.
Oops.
did you want me to open a bottle of wine or anything?
I'm not going to have wine.
I don't want any.
Do we have water out there?
Yeah. You want to eat?
There's water on the table.
I can't wait for them to get out of the house, start their own life. They need to do that, and I'm very excited that that's going to happen soon.
Stew's good.
Bon appetit. So how's married life treating you guys?
Yeah.
No second thoughts?
It's already too late.
Too late now. Yeah, you're stuck now.
But he got all of his stuff for his green card. to send in.
Oh, that's good.
Good. Let's get you employed.
Oh boy. Actually, there's something that I want to tell you guys. So I want to tell you guys, Emily's pregnant.
No.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Kobe definitely wanted to tell you before, but I was like, no.
It's not been easy. We fought a lot.
We didn't want to tell you before the wedding because we want everyone to enjoy the wedding and not stress.
From the moment I found out, I'm like, I should tell him.
Let's just wait.
Oh God. Well, how far along are you, and what's the deal? I mean,
10 weeks.
Jesus. It was a shock. The best thing for them would have been to get established.
We wanted them to be in their own home, and she knew that. The baby is just not coming at a great time.
Like, why did it even have to be a secret?
Because it's like the one thing they said not to do, and
Exactly.
we did it, which is like story of my life. So I was just like, let's just not tell them for a while.
I'm at a loss for words, honestly. I'm surprised that I didn't pick up on it. Like, I do want what's best for all of them, their whole family, especially Coben, and now the new baby. But I feel like Emily takes advantage of my parents and everything they have here. And she doesn't really realize the full effect of all of her actions sometimes.
And do you see all the disappointment on their faces?
It's no shock. It's just shock. It's shock.
It's just, we're surprised.
Seeing their reactions, like my fears of disappointing them are kind of coming true.
So my plans are retiring in about a year and a half. Kind of. That's not going to happen because you're not going to be able to work. You can't work. They need to get on their feet. I mean, we cannot support them forever, and we want to travel. We want to do some things, and I think Emily, she feels very secure here. I mean, maybe we've been too easy on them.
At some point, they need to move.
You got to sit down and just figure out how you're going to move out, where you're going to live, how you're going to afford 2 babies. Figure out how that's going to happen. Okay, I mean, yeah.
They're just concerned. We do have a lot of obstacles ahead, and we have Coben, and now we have a new baby.
We've been through a lot during these 90 days, so I don't think there is anything that is going to come across our way that we can handle. And I'm going to make sure that I'm the man that I told David that I am, and I'm going to be able to provide for my family.
This is a big deal.
Oh
no! That's right. Oh my God! All right.
You see, a part of me wants to feel sorry for Emily's dad. A part of me does, but he has been way too soft on his daughter her whole life, and this is what happens when you're too soft on your children. It comes back and bites you later on in life when you're planning to retire and you're planning to travel with your wife. And now you have to delay that because you've got a fund for your daughter, her husband, and her 2 kids. Because you've been too nice for too long. And that is why I don't feel sorry for the father. His reaction was more calmer than I expected, but then again, though, he has had a calm reaction throughout the season. He's been calm with his tone, but he's definitely been clear with his words, which is good. You know what I mean? And I can't imagine how much he wanted to just explode in this moment in time. But again, though, daddy, yo, this is your fault, yo, because you had a chance, yo, your whole life, yo, raising your kid, yo, but you failed, yo. So this is what happens, yo. Take notes, parents, take notes. Don't be too soft on your kids because it will bite you back in the ass sometime. And I think the problem is that people think short-term. Being soft on your child is only a short-term solution. It is not a long-term solution. And as you can see, the way her dad has obviously created a long-term problem rather than a long-term solution, because everything he was doing was short-term, and that's why Emily continued reoffending with her behavior. And like our sister said, Emily doesn't understand the repercussions of her choices. And why? Because daddy didn't raise her right. Mommy didn't raise her right. Simple as that.
Family, friends, and all those who showed up to support Pat and Thais today. In their commitment to one another. In their love for one another. Patrick, please repeat after me. I, Patrick, take you, Thais.
I, Patrick, take you, Thais.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To love.
To love.
And to cherish.
And to cherish.
In sickness.
In sickness.
And in health.
And in health.
For now.
For now.
Until the end of time.
Until the end of time.
Thais, will you repeat after me? Patrick.
Patrick.
I, Thais.
I, Thais.
Commit to you.
Commit to you.
As you create
as you create
the life that you desire
the life that you desire
and that I support
and that I support
this day and forever.
this day and forever.
Do you have the rings?
Yes.
That's yours? That's for Thais.
Oh.
Wow. By the little bit of power that I have.
Tell me that you're not into some illegal business without telling me you're in some illegal business. Let me just read. Let me just show you Exhibit A. Well, there's many exhibits, but let me just rewind it just a little bit here. Okay, there we go. Boom, bam. Let me just play it right here, and we'll wait for it. We'll wait for it. We'll wait for it. Okay, do you see it? Do you see it? Let me play a little bit more. Do you see it? Tell me that your wedding isn't filled with people that are doing some sort of illegal business without telling me. If you can't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. Well, I do, but you should better see it. In fact, just keep paying attention to every single person there and how they are. Well, this is my only clue, which is a big clue, and how they are dressed. Let's continue.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Now we celebrate.
I love you. I love you.
Thais looks like the most beautiful woman in the world, and I'm the luckiest guy ever to get to watch her walk down the aisle just to be with me.
Mas agora casados, com certeza a coisa mais importante é tirar John de lá.
John's gonna move out?
Yeah.
Well, you can talk to him about that now.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, who's ready to have a good time tonight? Our first dance. Are you two ready?
Get easier, because I gotta work on a lot of things. Let's be honest here, you know. But she loves him, and I don't think that the fact that they got married, things are gonna get easier, because I gotta work on a lot of things. Let's be honest here, you know. But she loves him, and he loves her, and that's what matters. It's been the best thing in my life to be able to connect with my brother, you know, because we didn't always have that. But I love him with more than anything I could ever express in my life.
I feel like, you know, I found true happiness, and it wasn't easy. Every single sacrifice that I've made and we've made for this relationship to me has been 100% worth it. And I have full confidence I'll be able to take care of Thais forever and hold that promise I made to her dad. Just to make sure that, you know, I get to wake up to her every day.
Embora, né, a gente tenha tido tanto problema nesses 90 dias, eu acho que valeu a pena e por isso que a gente chegou até aqui casados. Valeu a pena. Para.
Simply.
So the person who done the ceremony was in a fully Gucci tracksuit, sunglasses and everything. The people we saw on the yacht party come in there in their tracksuits and stuff. I'll just leave this one as no comment. But hey, that is season 9 over. Next week, tell all. I'm looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it. Actually, that's a lie. A lot of us are wanting to looking forward to it, but we don't know if Sean Robinson's really going to turn up and do her job properly. Because last season, she did a terrible job. But hey, we shall wait and see until next week. But nonetheless, though, don't forget, like, subscribe, 90 Day Fiancé UK on Patreon today. You dig what I'm saying? And also, there will be I Love Mama's Boy after this as well. But hey, thank you so much for your time. Like, subscribe, and peace.